Good afternoon, students. This is your economics online class. We are discussing the 11th chapter, Tamil Nadu economy. In the last class, we discussed about MSME, services, energy, education. Everything we discussed. Today in this video, we have to continue the same chapter from educational loan and health condition and tourism. Everything we have to discuss in this chapter. What about Tamil Nadu's education loan? So education loan about Tamil Nadu. As far as education loans disbursed by public sector means government, public sector banks, government banks, under priority sector are concerned, 20.8% of the total amount was disbursed in Tamil Nadu between 2013 to 2014 and 2015 to 2016. Andhra Pradesh was second with 11.12% of the total loan amount, followed by Maharashtra. So Tamil Nadu only getting first rank to providing educational loan to the students, and next Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. Of the total amount of educational loans disbursed by private banks during the same period, Kerala accounted for 37.8%, followed by Tamil Nadu with 24.8%. Both Karnataka and Kerala together accounted for more than 60% of the total educational loan amount by private banks. So the private banks also providing educational loan to the students. Health situation or health condition of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has a 3-tier health insurance or infrastructure comprising hospitals, primary health centers, health units, community health centers and sub-centers. As of March 2015, the state had 34 district hospitals, 229 subdivisional hospitals, 1,254 primary health centers, 7,555 sub-centers and 313 community centers. This much of hospital facilities providing by Tamil Nadu to the public. Communication. Maharashtra has the highest number of internet subscribers in the country at 29.47 million, followed by states like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. So the second position using the internet, Tamil Nadu, and also Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. According to government data, India had a total of 342.65 million internet subscribers at the end of March 2016. So according to the census, 2016 census, 342.65 million internet subscribers in India. Tamil Nadu had 28.1 million subscribers. Among this amount, 28.1 million subscribers having in Tamil Nadu, while its neighbors, likewise Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka had 24.87 million and 22.63 million respectively. What about Tamil Nadu transport system? Tamil Nadu has a well-established transportation system that connects all parts of the state. So this is partly responsible for the investment in the state. So the Tamil Nadu state investing to laying roads. The nook and corner of the villages in Tamil Nadu, they laid roads. So Tamil Nadu is served by an extensive road network in terms of its spread and quality, providing links between urban centers, agricultural marketplaces and rural habitations in the countryside. So the important places wherever they seen, which means urban centers, agricultural marketplaces and rural habitations in countryside, they providing quality roads to the public. However, there is scope for improvement. See, there are 28 national highways in the state. In Tamil Nadu, 28 national highways we have, covering a total distance of 5,036 kilometers. So, the state has a total road length of 1,67,000 kilometers, of which 60,628 kilometers are maintained by Highways Department. It ranks second in India with a share of over 20% in total road projects under operation in the public-private partnership, which means triple P. This is a model. This is one of the projects undertaken by the Tamil Nadu government, which has public and private partnership. Next we have to move rail transport. So Tamil Nadu has a well-developed rail network as part of Southern Railway. It headquarters in Chennai. The present Southern Railway network extends over a large area of India's southern peninsula, covering the state of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry, minor portions of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Tamil Nadu has a total railway track length of 6,693 km, and there are 690 railway stations in the state. The Tamil Nadu state only have. The system connects it with most major cities in India. So main rail junctions in the state include Chennai, Coimbatore, Erode, Madurai, Salem, Tiruchirappalli and Tirunelveli. Chennai has a well-established suburban railway network, a mass rapid transport system, and is currently developing a metro system. The metro system also developed in Chennai with its first underground stretch operational since May 2017. So that through the data we can understand about the railway system in Tamil Nadu. And airways. Tamil Nadu has 4 major international airports. Chennai International Airport is currently the third largest airport in India after Mumbai and Delhi. Okay, Delhi and Mumbai. After Chennai is the international airport. Chennai International Airport is the third largest airport. Other international airports in Tamil Nadu include Coimbatore International Airport, Madurai International Airport, and Tiruchirappalli International Airport. It also has domestic airports at Tuticorin, Salem, and Madurai. These are the domestic airports which connect several parts of the country. So increased industrial activity has given rise to an increase in passenger traffic as well as freight movement, which has been growing at over 18% per year. So every year 18% increasing because of the industrial activities, increasing industrial activities. What about ports? Tamil Nadu has 3 major ports, one each at Chennai, Ennore and Tuticorin, as well as one intermediate port at Nagapattinam and 23 minor ports. The ports are currently capable of handling over 73 million metric tons of cargo annually. This means 24% share of India. So all the minor ports are managed by the Tamil Nadu Maritime Board. Chennai Port, which is Chennai Port, which is called as Tamil Nadu Maritime Board. This is an artificial harbour and the second principal port in the country for handling containers. So cargo means the goods only going through the cargos. Okay, for that purpose the cargos and all started in Tamil Nadu through the waterways. So through the port. So the principal port in country for handling containers. It is currently being upgraded to have a dedicated terminal for cars capable of handling 4 lakh vehicles. 4 lakh vehicles can be move through the cargos. Cargo means the containers. So through the containers. Ennore port was recently converted from an intermediate port to a major port and handles all the coal and ore traffic in Tamil Nadu. Then we have to move tourism, travels and tourism of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has since ancient past been a hub for tourism. In recent years, the state has emerged as one of the leading tourist destinations for both domestic and international. See here, the domestic tourist visits to state and foreign tourist visit to states. Given here the data. The tourism in Tamil Nadu is promoted by Tamil Nadu Tourism Development Corporation, TTDC. A government of Tamil Nadu undertaking, the state currently ranks the highest among Indian states with about 25 crore arrivals. 25 crore, they are getting income through the touristers. The annual growth rate of this industry stood at 16%. Every year 16% increasing by the tourism departments. Approximately 28 lakh foreign and 11 crore domestic tourists visit the Tamil Nadu. Unemployment and poverty status of Tamil Nadu. National average unemployment rate stands at 50 and Tamil Nadu ranks 22nd with unemployment rate of 42 per 1000. So every 1000 people, 42% or 42 people are unemployed. The rate given here. There are different kinds of unemployment with different economic implications seen in Tamil Nadu. All those aspects need to be studied to fully understand the employment situation. Tamil Nadu is one of the India's richest states since 1994. The state has seen a steady decline in poverty. Today, Tamil Nadu has lower levels of poverty than most other states in a country. When we are compared to other states, the poverty reduced here. After 2005, Tamil Nadu was among India's fastest growing state, with the growth being derived mainly by services sector. See the conclusion. The Tamil Nadu economy, which is not rich in natural resources, has good record of agricultural growth, industrial progress, infrastructural development, and a good record of robust growth of service sector, especially banking, education, transport, and tourism. It occupies top 3 ranks in health index, education, development of MSMEs. It has a good record of poverty alleviation and employment generation. However, India in general and Tamil Nadu in particular need to work more to eliminate female feticide, reduce the population living in slums, sleeping on roadsiders, beggars and rag pickers. Development is meaningless as long as the above eyesore continues. If it is the beggars, rag pickers, the roadsiders, the slums, the people sleeping on the roadside, these are all developing means the state has not get the good name. So through this lesson, we understand about the Tamil Nadu economy. Whether this is Tamil Nadu is rich in their resources or not. How can they increasing their resources? How can they providing betterment welfare to the people? These are all understood. Go through the video fully from the first video to last video. You can understand clearly the concept. Okay. Today you have to concentrate the second midterm portion. Second midterm portion I sent to the group. Okay. Go through the 3 lessons, 1 mark and 2 marks. Write test today and send to me.